So, my dear students, this is our part 2 of English literature, Fearless and Faithful. And those students who have not seen the part 1, so kindly watch it because when you will see the part 1, then only you will understand. I have told you that Jhalkari was orphan. Her parents had died, and that is why Jhalkari started living with her relatives. As Jhalkari was fearless and a brave girl, she liked to climb the trees, swim in the rivers, and all sort of things that usually boys do. Not only because of this, but yes, because of her good nature, the villagers used to love her a lot. Just amazing. Now, can you think about fighting with the leopard? I don't think that a single person can fight with the leopard, but this girl proved this that she is very bold and courageous girl, and she fought with a leopard single-handedly. Here single-handedly means alone. She fought against a leopard only with the help of just one stick, and seeing this courage, the villagers kept her name Jhalkari, which means the tigress. As Jhalkari grew up, she got married to a soldier in the army of Rani Lakshmi Bai and then went together to live in Jhansi. After getting married, once Rani got a chance to meet with Jhalkari. She was impressed by Jhalkari's frank and fearless nature, and Rani decided and declared that Jhalkari will be in her own army. She will accompany her as a friend, as a soldier, and as a supporter. And that is why they started working together. These two young ladies became good friends, and every day they went out for, as you know that the condition of our Indian pupils were very tough, very bad, and the Britishers also started expanded their territory. That means they conquered the most of the places of India, and then they started ruling over most of the places in India. They also started a trading company in India with the name of East India Company. Now, this companies are made in order to buy goods in service, but this company was just for the Britishers. They employed Indians there, they made them to work there, but they did not give anything in return. That is why the officers of this company, they ruled the people very badly, and because Indians people understood that they were not getting anything in return, they were losing their power, they were losing their energy in everything, and the Britishers have a great control over them, over their lives, and all over their country. That is why a great revolt broke against the Britishers. You can see in this picture in our book. This was the time when Indians were very fed up with the Britishers, and they started revolving back, means starting fighting back against the government, and in this way a great revolt started against the Britishers. As I have told you that our Indian pupils are working in the trading company from morning to night, and they did not get anything in return, means they did not get any payment or salary instead of working. So they fed up and they started to fight against the Britishers, and this time a revolt broke out, and this revolt was written in the history of India by the name of the Revolt 1857, which was also known as the First War of Independence. A fight broke out all over India against the British ruler and thousands of people killed from both the sides. The British government attacked at the fort of Jhansi and continuously attacked with the guns, bombs, and cannons. So, what did the Britishers do? They attacked at the fort of Jhansi. As you know that Rani Lakshmi Bai had taken Jhalkari Bai into her army. Jhalkari Bai was a fearless lady. She fought with the soldiers very bravely, taking her queen's side. She fought with the British soldier without losing her emotion, action, and she fought back very bravely. So, this was the turning point for the Britishers' army because they had never accepted such a strong defense of a fort. They had never thought in their life that Rani Lakshmi Bai team could fight back so bravely, and that is why the Britishers' commander had to send a message to his army officer to send more troops and more soldiers in order to stay there and fight with them. But by seeing the critical condition, Rani Lakshmi Bai army stood there and fought very bravely. The Britishers understood that this they are not going to defeat Rani's army. So they what they did? They decided to enter the fort at midnight. So they made a mean plan. Means a dishonest means a person, Dulaji Thakur. He was a guard and a gate in charge of South Gate. So what the Britishers did, they gave a large amount of money to Dulaji Thakur. They bribed them that they can enter the fort very easily with his help. Dulaji was a greedy pupil. He took the money and cheated his own pupil, and with his help only the Britishers entered the fort at midnight. Jhalkari was a very brave lady. She saw the Britishers entered the fort and thereby she immediately warned everybody that the Britishers had entered the fort. Everybody should be alert and be ready to fight. Army fought bravely and continuously, fighting for many days, and they were full of power and energy. So the British army could not defeat very easily because the fight was going since long time. Therefore, the soldier of Rani Lakshmi Bai army requested Rani to leave the fort and go to the safe place. But Rani was against the plan. She was not ready to go, but the soldiers said that it was not safe for you to stay here. The main purpose of the Britishers was to kill you. Rani Lakshmi Bai was against by the plan. She was not ready to leave her soldiers alone, and in the end she was ready and she decided to go. So she dressed in her armor and took a dagger and two revolvers. Here, armor means a metallic covering that soldiers wear in order to protect themselves from guns so they cannot be killed. And dagger means is a short knife with a pointed edge. She went out near the hillside. The Britishers were not able to. Before explaining the next paragraph, I'll explain the meaning of disguised. It means to change your look or give you a different look in order to hide your original identity. Suppose you want that a person is not able to recognize you, so you can change your look or your appearance. Um, Now, let's come to our paragraph. Jhalkari Bai went along with Rani, and when she realized that Rani is safe and she can move alone ahead, but before coming back, she decided to exchange her clothes with Rani Lakshmibai, and she took her white horse also. And this was the part of their plan. She actually planned about like this because she knew that when she'll return, the Britishers are going to catch her, and that what happened. The Britishers caught her and they took her to their commander, assuming that and thinking that she is Rani Lakshmibai because she was dressed exactly like her and she was riding her horse also. So they mistook her and took to the commander. Because the Britishers did not know how the Rani looked like, so they called Dolaji in order to recognize her because only Dolaji could tell whether she is Rani Lakshmibai or not. Dulaji had cheated his countryman, his own pupil. That's why Jhalkari was very angry while seeing him the Britishers' side, and she shouted him that he is a shameless betrayer. Why did she shout? Because Dulaji had taken money from the Britishers. And for example, suppose if your friend is cheating you in game or whatever, the Britishers asked Dulaji whether she is Rani Lakshmibai or not. Dulaji answered that no, she is not Rani Lakshmibai. Obviously, it is not easy to you to catch Rani Lakshmibai because she is very brave and intelligent. So, what did Dulaji say? He said that to the Britishers that it is not easy to catch Rani Lakshmibai. The Britishers were very furious. Here, furious means angry, and they understood that it was planned by Jhalkari and Rani Lakshmibai, and that is why he ordered to hang Jhalkari till death because the Britishers thought that it would not be safe to free her. Jhalkari because it would be dangerous for them. So she hanged till death. As we know that Jhalkari was a brave lady, so she bravely answered that she is not afraid of dying, and she also said the Britishers that they will never be able to conquer them. Here, conquer means they will never be able to win them. They will continue their fighting until or unless they will win their freedom. When the rope was actually round the neck, she was about to die. She wished for her country that her country may live long, Rani Lakshmibai may live forever, and they may get their freedom back as soon as possible. And this is how Jhalkari Bai lost her life. So, at the end, what she but she actually did not lose her life. She became a martyr and she remembered for every and she is in the minds and hearts of thousands and thousands of people till date. I hope you all have understood the chapter. Thank you.